What if your favorite childhood toy was actually a hidden death trap? From dolls that chew on hair to beads with dangerous chemicals, some of these toys were pulled from shelves for shocking reasons. If you want to know which ones made the banned list, just keep watching. Number 10. Imagine a toy so noisy, so chaotic, and so dangerous that it had to be quietly removed from shelves around the world. That was the case with Clackers, which debuted in the late 1960s and quickly became a playground sensation across the US and Europe. Two hard acrylic balls dangled from either end of a string, and kids swung them until they collided loudly over and over, often near faces. What started as harmless fun turned risky when the ball shattered mid-use, sending sharp shards flying in all directions. By the early 1970s, numerous injuries prompted regulatory attention, and the US Consumer Product Safety Commission responded by enforcing stricter durability requirements. This effectively eliminated Clackers from store shelves, though they were never officially banned in name. Even so, their sudden disappearance speaks volumes about how quickly toy trends can turn into safety hazards. Number 9. Not all fairy tales have a happy ending, especially when they come equipped with propellers. Sky Dancers, launched in 1994 by Galoob Toys in the US, were flying dolls that spun into the air when launched from a base.
Sky Dancers! They're flying! Fly for me, just for me, Sky Dancers dance for me. Wow, they really fly!
Marketed as a magical and whimsical toy, they quickly became a holiday hit, enchanting kids with their aerial stunts. But instead of fluttering harmlessly, many Sky Dancers veered off course, colliding with faces, eyes, and even fireplaces. By 2000, the US Consumer Product Safety Commission had received over 150 reports of injuries, including broken teeth, concussions, and temporary blindness. That year, nearly 9 million units were recalled across North America. Their legacy now lives on as a prime example of how a seemingly innocent design can go spectacularly wrong. Number 8. You wouldn't expect a doll to eat your hair, but in the 1990s, one actually did. The Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kids, released by Mattel in 1996, featured a motorized mouth designed to chew on plastic snacks with a built-in sensor that stopped when resistance was detected. Unfortunately, that sensor wasn't quite reliable, and the doll couldn't distinguish between toy food and a child's fingers or hair. Reports quickly surfaced of kids getting their hair painfully tangled in the doll's mechanical jaws, with some incidents requiring emergency haircuts. By early 1997, Mattel faced intense public backlash and voluntarily withdrew the dolls from the market, offering full refunds to parents. Although it wasn't formally banned, the doll was essentially pulled from shelves across the US and Canada. It's now remembered less for its novelty and more for its unintended appetite. Number 7. Sometimes the smallest parts cause the biggest problems. Polly Pocket magnet playsets, released by Mattel in the early 2000s, featured tiny magnetic accessories that could easily detach from dolls and playsets. These small but powerful magnets posed a serious threat when swallowed, as multiple magnets could attract each other through intestinal walls, causing perforations and blockages. By 2006 and 2007, reports of severe injuries, including emergency surgeries, emerged, sparking a massive global recall of over 7 million sets. The United States and several other countries demanded the removal of these magnetic toys from shelves and issued updated safety regulations for all magnetic products. Parents were urged to return the sets immediately, and warnings about high-powered magnets began appearing across the toy industry. What started as a fashionable, pocket-sized toy line became a sobering lesson in hidden dangers. Number 6. At first glance, it looked like harmless summer fun. a colorful wiggling sprinkler attachment meant to delight kids on hot days. Released in 1962 by Wham-O in the United States, the Water Wiggle toy connected to a garden hose and flailed around wildly, spraying water in all directions. But tragedy struck when the toy's plastic nozzle detached under pressure, exposing the metal connector beneath. In one horrific case in 1978, a 4-year-old boy was killed when the nozzle lodged in his mouth, leading to his death by asphyxiation. The US Consumer Product Safety Commission responded by recalling over 2.5 million units and ordering the toy's permanent withdrawal from the market. Although it had been a summertime staple for nearly 2 decades, the Water Wiggle vanished overnight. Today it serves as a haunting reminder that even water play can turn dangerous. Number 5. They were meant to be collectible, not deadly. In 1999, Burger King released a promotional Pokemon ball as part of its kids' meal campaign across North America, capitalizing on the height of Pokemania. Each ball was a hard plastic container that snapped shut and contained a Pokemon toy, seemingly perfect for young fans. But the design turned tragic when one toddler suffocated after placing the halves over their mouth and nose like suction cups. With public outcry mounting, Burger King and the US Consumer Product Safety Commission issued an urgent recall of more than 25 million Pokemon balls. Parents were encouraged to return the toys or destroy them, and extensive media coverage raised awareness of the choking hazard. Though not technically banned by legislation, the balls were forever blacklisted from kids' meal promotions. This marketing misstep left a deep mark on both the fast food and toy industries. Number 4. What's more thrilling than flying behind a boat at high speed? In 2005, the WeGo Kite Tube hit the US market with that exact promise. An inflatable water toy that let users soar into the air while being towed like a kite. At first, it seemed like the ultimate summer adrenaline rush, and sales took off among thrill seekers. But soon, the fun turned fatal. The toy could lift riders high into the air, only to crash uncontrollably, causing broken necks, fractured ribs, and in 2 cases, death. After 39 serious injuries were reported in just a few months, Sports Stuff Inc. and the US Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a full recall in 2006. Around 19,000 units were pulled from global markets, and the product was effectively banned by the boating community. It's now widely considered one of the most dangerous water toys ever made. Number 3. They looked like innocent backyard games, but they came with a deadly twist. Lawn darts, also known as jarts, gained popularity in the 50s and 60s across the United States and Canada as a family-friendly outdoor activity. Each set featured heavy metal-tipped darts meant to be tossed at ground targets, often while children ran nearby. The sharp points turned out to be far too dangerous. By the late 1980s, 3 children had died and thousands more had suffered head and eye injuries. Public pressure led the US Consumer Product Safety Commission to issue a full ban in 1988, prohibiting the manufacture, sale, and even possession of lawn darts with metal tips. Canada followed with similar restrictions, effectively wiping them out of North American backyards. While newer, safer versions exist today, the original jarts remain banned and infamous. Number 2. You'd never expect craft beads to cause a medical emergency, but that's exactly what happened with Aqua Dots. Released globally in 2007, but known as Bindies in Australia, these colorful beads were designed to stick together with water, letting kids create fun shapes without glue. The danger lay in the chemical coating. Instead of the intended non-toxic substance, some batches were coated in a compound that metabolized into a powerful sedative often associated with criminal misuse. Several children fell into comas after swallowing the beads, prompting widespread panic and media coverage. Authorities in the US, Australia, Europe, and beyond quickly issued emergency recalls, pulling over 4.2 million sets off shelves worldwide. Manufacturing was halted, and retailers offered refunds or disposal instructions. A simple arts and crafts activity had morphed into a global health scare that no one saw coming. If you enjoy our content, please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. We'd really appreciate it. And now let's go back to number 1. It sounds like science fiction, but it was very real. A toy kit for kids that included actual radioactive materials. In 1950, the Gilbert U238 Atomic Energy Lab was released in the United States as an educational tool to inspire young minds in the atomic age. The set came with real uranium ore, alpha and beta particle sources, and even a cloud chamber so kids could observe nuclear reactions at home. While it aimed to nurture budding scientists, the kit's radioactive content posed undeniable health risks, especially with loose safety guidelines at the time. Public unease and poor sales, less than 5,000 kits were ever sold, led to its quiet withdrawal just a year later in 1951. Though it was never formally banned, its radioactive nature made further production unthinkable under evolving safety standards. Today it's considered one of the most dangerously ambitious toys ever made, and a surreal artifact of Cold War optimism. If you'd like to keep watching, check out one of these videos.